Hello, lovely people, and welcome back to Improve Your English with Evelyn. I'm Evelyn, your favorite English teacher. So I get a lot of comments and messages from learners that it is very difficult for them to understand what native English speakers say when they speak fast. Many of my viewers have difficulty understanding what is said in a movie when they watch a movie without subtitles. In today's lesson, we're going to go over a very important topic, something that is called connected speech. This is very important to understand when you're wanting to understand what native English speakers say. When we speak English, we tend to link together some words, and some letters sometimes even sound different. That's why some non-native English speakers might have quite a bit of trouble understanding people when they speak English. And in this situation, they have to ask for repetition. So, if you learn how some letters are pronounced or how they sound in certain circumstances, you won't have trouble understanding what native English speakers say. The first two letters that sound different when they come together are D and Y. And when they come together, they sound like J. For example, if you go to a restaurant, a server might ask you, "Would you like a drink?" Or they might ask you, "What would you like to drink?"
Would you like a drink?
Would you like a drink before you go?
Would you like a drink?
Or if you're talking with your friend, you could ask them, "What'd you do last weekend? Did you have a good weekend?"
And what did you do, man? And what did you do?
Did you have a good weekend? Did you have a good weekend?
Other pairs of letters that sound different when they come together are T and Y. And when they come together, they make the Ch sound. For example, if you come home and you find out that your sister's still at home, you could ask her, "Didn't you go to the party?" Or if you're talking about something that happened a year ago, you could say, "I traveled to Europe last year."
Why didn't you go to the cops? Why didn't you go? Why didn't you go?
So why didn't you go to the Air Force Academy? So why didn't you go?
Or if someone asks what you did over the weekend, you could say, "Nothing much. How about you?" Another important form of connected speech happens when we have two S sounds, one at the end of the first word and then another S sound at the beginning of the next word. In this case, we only pronounce one S sound rather than two. For example, when we say police station, we say police station. We also say bus stop rather than bus stop, and we say ice skating rather than ice skating.
You never step foot in a police station again. Police station.
So, ice skating. Ice skating.
Does the number one bus stop here? Bus stop?
Another very common contraction used in spoken English is when we're using the phrase going to. We usually say gonna. So instead of saying, "What are you going to do this weekend?" you can say, "What are you going to do this weekend?"
What are you going to do this weekend?
Just what are you going to do this weekend?
Also, have got to is often contracted to gotta. For example, instead of saying, "I have got to go to work tomorrow," you can say, "I gotta go to work tomorrow."
I gotta go to work.
I gotta go to work now.
I gotta go to work.
I gotta go to work.
Another important word that you should pay attention to is the preposition to. This preposition sounds exactly like the number two. However, when it is used in a sentence, it's often pronounced de rather than to. For example, in the sentence, "Let's go to your house," the preposition to sounds like de rather than to.
Because every single time I go to your house,
They would go to your house too. I'm willing to go to your house. Go to your house.
Another preposition that sounds different when we speak fast is the preposition of. In connected speech, of often sounds like a rather than of. For example, if we're talking about a new friend, we could say, She's a friend of mine.
She's a friend of mine. She's a friend of mine.
Friend of mine. Friend of mine. Friend of mine.
So we went over a lot of stuff in this video. We went over a lot of subtleties about the English language that could be very confusing for non-native English speakers. For this reason, I encourage you to watch and rewatch this video. Don't forget to hit the pause button if you are not really sure about something or you want to double check your pronunciation. Also, if you have any questions about any of the pronunciations I went over today, don't hesitate to leave a comment and I'll do my best to respond. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please don't forget to hit the like button. And if you're new to this channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.